Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, and before I start I want to apologise because I've got hiccups and it's been going on for 3 hours now and it just won't stop, so you're just going to have to deal with it. Right, so we've got a couple of articles to look through on Warhammer community, and they're all pretty good I think so far. So first up we have a new starter set for Kill Team, and surprise surprise, it's Space Marines. I think this might actually be the first proper starter set with Marines in it. Kill Team has had some really interesting starter sets. The first one was Mechanicus and Gene Stealers. And this one looks really interesting because it's two sets of what were limited edition models. The Space Marine, the Primaris squad, I can't remember what they're called, and the Death Guard. And I quite like this. I do have a small group of Death Guard. They were pretty much the first thing I collected at 8th edition. A bit too many tentacles for my liking now. And of all the Primaris Marines, the guys in this squad are some of the better ones. Now, the funny thing about this, both of these sets were from the Space Marine Heroes range. The Space Marine Heroes range was a blind box set buy. So either you were buying the entire palette from Japan to make sure you got every single model, or you would buy, the idea was to buy a single carton which would have one model in it at random. So you could buy 6 of them and get, all of the same guy if you had really bad luck. And they've done 4 of these, I believe, so far. There's a Primaris one, the Death Guard one, a Terminator one, and a Firstborn Space Marine one that I can remember. If there is another one, please sit down. I don't have a memory of it. I've got a couple of the Firstborn ones that I liked. I actually still have the Captain in his box somewhere that I've been meaning to try and sell. All of the Terminator ones are fantastic, and one of the first boxes I opened was the Standard Bearer that was very rare. And I still want the Captain. I didn't get any of the Primaris ones, and I didn't buy any of the Death Guard ones yet. But I probably will get this set if the price is right. I might just paint up the Marines as something interesting. Maybe do Mentor's Legion, or White Panthers, or is it? Yeah, White Panthers. Maybe the Black Consoles, or the Genesis chapter. Someone like a weird second edition chapter that is out there in the fluff, but we haven't seen much of. In the Death Guard, I'll show my Death Guard Kill Team stuff off later at some point. Not in this video, maybe at a later date. But yeah, I will paint them up as they are. You get the usual Kill Team Gumph, cardboard tokens. But the really interesting part is this MDF terrain. Now, GW has always been big on plastic terrain. That's been their thing. And now they're starting to branch out. MDF terrain, for those of you who've never used it before, comes on a sheet. It's like an A4 sheet of MDF usually, and you use a knife to very carefully just trim off the little sprue contact points, just like you would a model. And then you clip it all together. Usually you glue it together. Glue it together, but this looks like it's supposed to just clip together, without any glue. The interesting thing is that this has images printed onto it. Normally it's kind of etched. They burn using a laser. And they burn, through it to make holes, and slightly into it to make detailing. And you can get things like, houses and castles and churches and stuff, and it does all the little brickwork for you. I love MDF terrain, and it smells phenomenal. Pardon me. This looks like it's just the sort of evolution of the cardboard terrain. It's a bit tougher than cardboard terrain, and it's cheaper than plastic terrain. This could be something we start to see a lot more of from GW. It's a good smattering of terrain. It's very reminiscent of 2nd edition. Lots of those sort of L-shaped ruins. We had a lot of those in 2nd edition and 3rd edition. And the artwork fits the styling of the Sector Mechanicus and Sector Imperialis plastic terrain, which is pretty cool. So all in all, I quite like this. Hopefully the starter set isn't too expensive. I would hope maybe under £60, but I doubt it. So next up we have Roana Forestfoot, who is another gnome special character. And this, I don't play Blood Bowl, don't really give a damn about Blood Bowl. Love that people get really passionate about Blood Bowl, but this is a fantastic little model. It's you know, it's playing up the cutesiness of the gnomes. I hate this style of art. Blood Bowl is the only place this works, and that she's banging the deer. I'm sorry, that's what that face. He's getting some. Yeah, it's a good sculpt, good gnomey face. Interesting with the little pigeons. Yeah, all in all, pretty cool. Like the pigeon's got a little pilot hat on. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's all pretty cool. I like that. Blood Bowl's really getting some stuff where people are allowed to flex their creativity, and I like that a lot. I can see this being used for D&D and all sorts of stuff. I reckon that's going to be quite popular with like the Golden Demon crowd as well, I think. And Embrace 3-wheeled freedom on the new Scout Trike. And this, I love. The Leagues of Votann aren't squats. They are just not. They really... Like, everyone was like, oh, we're getting squats back, and we really didn't. Squats disappeared very early on in my career in the hobby. I think they might have even disappeared before I started. But the aesthetic of the squats and their rough biker sort of aesthetic was very... It was a fan favourite for a long time, and the Votann were just too technologically advanced and everything. And it's just like, hey, we're re-releasing like the entirety of the Votann line for the squats. We've got bikes now, we've got exo armoured suits, guys, you know, you've got gangers, you've got characters. Honestly, these guys are blowing the Leagues of Votann out of the water. And if I was ever told, hey, you need to collect a Leagues of Votann army, I'm using the squat models 100%. These look great. They're plastic. I have a squat gang. I've not built it yet, but I really want to. And these guys just look phenomenal. I mean, yeah, I love these units. They look really, really cool. They're proper little dwarf biker dudes. There's nothing about them I don't like. And they come with some technomites, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we got a couple of good articles there. Some really interesting stuff. I've got nothing to complain about there, realistically. Yeah, we got the exo armor here as well. Squat exo armor was always a thing. They had these almost like Terminator-looking guys, and these guys look great. I don't like the colour, but yeah, the suits look great. And the little tech dudes are fantastic as well. Now, are they plastic or are they resin? Don't think it says so. Exosuits are based upon the ancient void suits used by the ancestors. Okay, so those are based on the same technology as Terminator armor then. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't say. That's a little annoying. If they're resin, it's not a huge problem. It'd be cooler if they were plastic, though. I like this guy. That's a cool hammer. So yeah, nice. Really liking the look of this. Sorry for hiccuping so much. Let me know what you think, guys. Oh, I kind of want to do bright yellow and black for my squats now. Oh, that's dirty. Alright, guys. Have a great day. pray for this sinner who has hiccups and has to go to bed soon. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.